Like, niggas really don't think that Duffel Bag Boys, that
That's
song,
Lil Wayne's song.
they think it's Lil Wayne's song, bro. That shit's definitely Playing Circle featuring Lil Wayne, but you know, let the public tell it. They was there to be cheerleaders. Crazy shit.
Cheerleaders is crazy.
I mean, you look back on it now, niggas would have never known that 2 Chainz is part of that song.
That's a fact. I'm not gonna hold you.
It looks better now if it should say, look, was 2 Chainz featuring Lil Wayne. And I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what other buddy's name in the Players Circle was. I ain't gonna hold you.
That makes it even worse.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. But what's up, y'all? Despite technical difficulties and damn near canceling this episode 16 of the Braincast.
Difficulties at the moment, still.
I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, you can't get into the dashboard. I mean, it's good on my side.
Get into the dashboard. My motherfucking laptop doing a bankhead bounce, man.
Oh Lord, you hate it here. But we fighting technology for y'all, man. For y'all. Episode 16, bro, of the Braincast. Smart asses.
We're really finna cut this shit and then take it to that purple app. You feel me?
We really almost did. We ain't gonna lie to y'all. But yeah, y'all know what it is. Smart asses, smart mouths. Episode 16 of the Braincast. It's the left side of the brain. Cedric, the creator, as well as.
Yeah, soon to be your favorite beverage, if not already the right side, aka juice.
And boy, first and foremost, we almost ain't make it because my power is out all afternoon. So, and it cut on literally 20 minutes before the pod. So we here all kind of on time. Well, yeah, we on time. What you talking about? No matter. We made it just in time. So we almost canceled this.
That's a fact. Cause it was like, bro, we was really finna take it to the purple app.
It really was.
Which one I heard recently afterwards? I was just finna rename the shit. Episode 16 of the Braincast featuring Team Sonic Racers.
Featuring Team Sonic Racers is crazy.
We got
kind of impromptu for a special guest.
Bro, listen, we just manifesting big special guests on there, you know?
Yeah, we manifested.
Got the Rockstar pulling up in a couple weeks, feel me?
We manifested Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and this shit. But
I am not trying to have Tails on my fucking podcast. I'm finna get so disrespectful because I know you talk too much.
Man,
I know you talk too much.
I ain't gonna hold you. That shit is
like, you know, it's cartoon characters out there that's just meant to be annoying as hell, bro. And I'm not talking about like funny ones that's like, you know, like Gurr. I'm talking about like Cheese from Foster's. That was my dog though. I fucked with him so heavily, but that nigga was annoying as hell.
Cheese always felt like he was just there for me.
He was just, bruh.
Cause it's probably because, you know, in my middle school days, I was busy raising a family, not mine, but I was busy raising siblings and shit like that. So I'm used to, you know, tuning out annoyingness and stuff like that. I know it's annoyances. Don't crack me, people. But besides that, for me, Cheese was just there. I was like, oh, what's up, Cheese? And just keep paying attention to everybody else.
Episode that nigga was on was about him though. Like, you remember when they locked the nigga out the house?
He's
when that nigga got everybody locked out the house.
Oh my god.
That shit was crazy. The day we met him, the day that nigga got locked out the house, it's like everywhere he was, it was turmoil. Turmoil and chaos, bruh.
I mean, the nigga name is Cheese.
And his creator's name was Louise.
Exactly.
Like, what? It's the fact that Mac thought he imagined this nigga in his sleep. You think you that powerful?
Oh, what? I mean,
is that a common occurrence?
I mean, that boy dreamed up a blue speed stick that took over the whole imaginary house, bro.
Nah, speed stick is crazy.
I mean, what else you describing blue as?
A speed stick is crazy. That's the homie Blue Regard Q Kazoo. That's a fucking name.
Hell, I was about to tell you, you better than me remembering the whole fucking government, nigga. I was just called the nigga Blue, and he has a last name somewhere.
Bro, that's Blue Regard Q Kazoo.
I would call the nigga Cuckoo Kachu from what I know, boy.
That's fucking crazy.
That name is insane.
That's crazy for real.
That name is crazy. They sound like anime titles, bro. Can't do it, man. I can't do it.
They gave them homies death for real. They gave everybody on that show had death. That was not like regular cartoon shit. Everybody had a backstory.
I mean,
everybody had a previous owner. Like the fact that Eduardo's owner is now a cop because of him, because she was so scared when she was little. I love it.
I mean, that's just all golden era Cartoon Network, though.
It really is. Hikey.
All the shows on golden era Cartoon Network were fleshed out, man.
They really were, bro.
Because once again, we're talking about Kids Next Door. We had a conversation like that already a couple episodes back.
We did.
Teen Titans. We talking.
That last episode will forever just burn my soul.
What?
Because even if you decided to reboot that, I'm gonna be angry.
It's gonna be a reboot. It's gonna be a continuation.
Even if you decide to reboot that, I'm going to be angry. Because unless you finna start it from there,
I mean,
I'm gonna be angry.
Wasn't there a whole Teen Titans movie being planned sooner or later? Unless they got canceled.
I knew nothing about that.
I swear there was something like that.
There could have been, but like I said,
like there was like a teaser or something around, something like that, talking about some they figured out how to get back or something. Like it was some kind of like slight meta message of them coming back type of thing.
Interesting.
So I was like, oh snap, wait, Teen Titans coming back for real? But I ain't heard shit since, so I don't know if they're still working on it, if it got canceled, or if someone just made that shit, or maybe it came from a long time ago and I ain't know that. It could be a thing too. I don't know.
It's a fact that when I search Teen Titans Go come up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put Go in my search
because Teen Titans Go is Teen Titans these days. We're in a whole nother time. Yeah, I remember that.
That's disgusting.
We're in a whole nother time because Teen Titans Go got a slew of seasons at this point, ain't it?
They're like 12 seasons deep, bro.
God damn, for real?
Yes, bro.
I'm over here thinking like 6, 7.
It never goes off the air. It's one of them. Like,
oh, yeah,
because they got like their breaks in between seasons are like little specials.
That's okay.
Like they'll do like little summer specials, and that's like their break. Like last time I remember, and this is just because when I would go to my ex's house, we would like watch cartoons a lot, which is how he put me on to Craig of the Creek. So shout out to him. When we would be like up early over the summer, one time they did like literally a week-long little special, and it was like a special cut up into 5 episodes, and that was like their break between the new season. And it was like it would be that, and then like couple weeks of reruns, and then a new season would come out.
So to me it sounds like no, not sounds like, that's what it is. Teen Titans Goes was holding Cartoon Network together.
Absolutely.
That's what
Teen Titans Go and Craig of the Creek. Craig of the Creek is definitely holding them up because
honestly, if I'm keeping 100 with you, I think Craig of the Creek is holding them up because Teen Titans Go is holding them up. I was talking about this with some of the homies in the core before. Oh, not even the core. I think it was last stream. The last stream that we had. It was either last stream or VC. I don't remember, but we had the conversation. So the thing about Craig of the Creek is, first and foremost, Craig of the Creek is a good cartoon show from what I've seen. I haven't seen an episode yet, but from I'm going off of what I've been hearing, it's a good cartoon show.
Excellent cartoon show.
But based on that same regard, based on what I am hearing, it must not be a household name because everybody sang its praises for like a month maybe, and then never heard about it again. Disappeared like Ebola when it comes to conversations like this.
I think that's because people were very much on the we finally got a good black cartoon, so we was just trying to see if it was gonna stay like that. Like, and if it was, then so be it. And then if not, then we would say something.
Bro, so be it is crazy to me.
Exactly, but that's unfortunately how it is with if it's not like a sitcom, because I feel like the only reason Abbott Elementary and like the Wonder Years are getting the love the way they're getting it is because they're sitcoms. Because when you get black cartoons now, they're like they waiting for it to be bad just so it can get talked about again. Because if it's good and it keeps being good, they're gonna be like, okay, that was good, I don't need to talk about it no more, because it's gonna continue to be good. Because Craig of the Creek has been like good since it started, like for real. Like Craig of the Creek make me follow Cartoon Network on Instagram because they're literally like for the like just like the slick stuff that they say in the show is like it's fantastic. Like the Halloween episode, his mom was Missy Elliott from I Can't Stand the Rain video. That was her Halloween costume.
That's funny.
Like, your mother is like locked up. Your grandma has a high top fade. Like yo uncle and your dad have like, you know, that you know, brotherly black brother, like we're both doing well, but like I'm doing better than you, like slightly type shit. You know, you got your older cousin is the oh, that's my baby, she going to college, like token older black cousin. It's like literally like a black family, for like a black family that made it out the hood, but we know we from the hood, so we gonna act like it at certain times. Like there was a water fight in one of the episodes and they started splashing everybody, and his aunt got up and was like, I just got my hair done, what are you doing?
That's funny.
It was like it's a sweet little show, but I honestly and truthfully feel like that's the reason why it's got stopped getting talked about, is because everybody knows that it's so good, or that it's holding up to what it was supposed to be. Like it's keeping up with that. Like it's gonna get a spinoff.
It's gonna get a spinoff.
Yes, his little sister is getting a spinoff.
All right then.
Because that's your, you know, younger child, that's, you know, that's your baby, she the only girl, and right. She like the smartest one in the family other than your brother, who I think he wanna go to the Olympics or some shit.
That's funny shit.
It's either the Olympics or Ivy League school. I can't remember if that's him or one of the cousins. One of them want to go to the Olympics, the other one want to go to Ivy League school.
So pretty much what I'm hearing is,
and he dating a white girl, which is hilarious.
What I'm hearing is it's not gonna get the respect it deserves unless it's a transcendent show.
Very much, yes.
Why we like this?
Because when it came out, we were just looking for a good black cartoon that wasn't corny.
Why we like this? That's a legit question, bro. I think it's ingrained in black culture. But I understand why it's ingrained in black culture, because we have such a long, illustrious history of terrible, despicable, and very disrespectful representations of us in media. But god damn it, if something is good, can we say that it's good and give it some respect for real?
Keep saying it's good. Keep saying it's good is my thing, because y'all.
Because now, like, go ahead.
Are we giving Abbott Elementary its praises because it's good, or because Quinta did it? Because it's both. It's amazing.
Right.
The cast in general, top tier. She did her thing.
Oh yeah. But Quinta did her thing. I'm glad to see Tyler back on screen again, man. And my man looking good too, with the agent.
Good.
My man.
I love it.
My man looking clean, bro.
Like, the dynamics in the shows are top tier. They done got renewed for 2 more seasons already. And
yes, sir. It's a good show.
I'm fucking with it. But it's like, are we doing that because it's black? Are we doing that because Quinta did it? Because media is a popularity contest. We all know that.
Correct.
And everybody know Quinta, because Quinta was one of the main reasons that BuzzFeed got the black audience that they got.
Yes, she was doing a thing.
Cocoa Butter, for real. Shout out to the homies over at Cocoa Butter.
Correct.
So like Quinta is one of the main reasons why BuzzFeed got the big black audience that they got, because Quinta came out with the "ooh, he got money," and we were like, "What else she be doing?" And she does everything.
Yeah.
So Quinta introduced us to BuzzFeed. She introduced us to that whole era of BuzzFeed creators.
Bruh.
Try Guys, worth it. Fucking BuzzFeed Unsolved, shout out to all of them. Like, she introduced us to that whole group,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, so are we doing this because the show is good, or
Because of the name that's tagged onto it.
Right? Are we doing this because the show is good, or because of the name that's attached to it? Personally, I'm doing it because of both. But what was your initial attachment? Was it, oh, Quinta doing that, so I'm finna watch it, or hopefully I'm finna get a good black sitcom?
I mean, for me, I just literally, I didn't know any advertising about it. I think we talked about this. I was like, I literally just hopped up on Hulu one day, and you know how Hulu does it. When they have a new show that comes out, they'll pop it up on your main page or whatever. And it's like, oh, Abbott Elementary. So, oh, let me read the joint. I was like, this is one of the slick things that people like to do when it comes to sitcoms. They give you some of the most basic descriptions or very vague descriptions, so you can open the interpretation with each episode. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me try it. Oh, my man Tyler back? I'm gonna really try it. I watched like 1/3 of the first episode, and I was like, yo, this is actually funny. I like them taking the little inspo from The Office, because you know some of the angles, the whole, you know,
the whole
offside interviews in between the beats and shit like that. Now, you know, since The Office blew up, a lot of people like to try and take the formula, but it don't really work. You need an actual, you know, you need good writing. You need good writing.
You need good writing.
And they're doing it well. I enjoy the show. I've been keeping up with it. Like, for real. So honestly, it was in the back of my mind whether it was, if Quinta was on it, because I peeped Quinta. Of course. Why not? She's the main character pretty much.
Right.
But I was like, okay, she got her good spot on the TV show. Let me check the show out. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Then again, I study media too, so you know, obviously I'm gonna look at it a bit different. But I just feel like when it comes to a black folk and media that may be representing us, or we say that it should be a representation of us,
right?
And it's good, it's never good enough.
Exactly.
And I think shit like the Boondocks spoiled the community. Because the Boondocks was good.
Was good, bro. You're not gonna get another show like that.
It was good. So now, because it was so good and we didn't expect it to be that good, I don't think anybody saw the Boondocks coming.
Hell no.
So,
and when we did, we definitely didn't. You can't show me the first episode of the Boondocks back then and be like, oh yeah, this shit finna blow up. This shit finna blow up and be, they finna come for everybody and they mama when some shit pop off in the culture. You couldn't tell me that's what they was finna do, because the Boondocks was constantly surprising us. Even when we thought they was gonna get everything, season 4 came out, these niggas was coming for Chris Brown. They came for Tyler Perry.
Which to this day, I don't think it. Isn't that one of the episodes they won't never air again, right?
Yes, like you cannot find that episode unless you got like a streaming service that it's on, and they done took it off of Hulu. As far as I know, Boondocks is not on Hulu anymore.
No, I don't think so.
Only where you can, only place you can find Boondocks is on HBO Max.
Which understandable. It's HBO content for real.
Exactly, and that's just because HBO and Cartoon Network, I don't know if they're owned by the same company or got a partnership together, something like that. But
I mean, HBO does have that joint fuck you call it, that joint deal with Hulu and Disney Plus. I don't know if you can get it that way, or maybe you can get it because of the whole add-on crap that Hulu does.
Probably. But I know HBO Max is the only place I know where you can find every episode of Boondocks.
I just checked the Boondocks. If you have the live TV add-on, you can watch it on Hulu. But I digress. As you were saying.
No, that was it. It was like you can't. Nobody saw the Boondocks coming, like you said. Nobody expected them to do anything that they did, even after we had seen everything they did. Because you can't write, well, obviously you can, but you can't write shit like a pimp named Slickback.
For that shit to hit, only Boondocks can pull
For
that
that
shit
shit
off.
to hit the way it does, you can't write the character dynamic between Tom and Sarah. That's your wife.
Oh, bro. The
You
moment you
can't
said that, all I
write
could think about
that
is
black waiter hitting the bitch with the will let that shit happen to me though. That shit is ingrained in the culture now. Niggas is constantly saying, "Will let that shit happen to me?" Constantly,
bro. And that's the thing. That show became so transcendent, and we didn't see it coming. It seems like now the bar is set so high to where if you don't hit that bar or transcend it, no one's gonna give it the attention it deserves. Until someone maybe breaks it down to you and just like, oh, this show really is good. Where did this show come from? The show's always been here. This piece of media always has been here.
And that's why when it comes to, and unfortunately what I don't want it to turn into, if it gets that far, I don't want it to turn into us gatekeeping media. I really don't.
Well, it's already a thing.
Because
how we knew this.
It's like, or should I say more so, like blatantly gatekeeping media, I should say.
Gotcha.
Like, because even though, like you said, now it is a thing, it's still on the slick slide, still on the low. Like, prime example, when the Atlanta first came out, niggas was gatekeeping the fuck out of that.
Well, yeah, because it was supposed to be a realistic backdrop of actual Atlanta, and as we all know, Atlanta right now is Black Hollywood.
Very much, and it might be where I reside, but you niggas are weird. But anywho,
just like Hollywood.
It might be where I reside, but you niggas is weird. Shout out to the 404, I guess. I'm like, I don't like niggas were gatekeeping the fuck out of Atlanta, and it's almost like I'm not even finna say it's almost like y'all really didn't peep that Donald Glover was that nigga as far as writing goes until Atlanta came out, and that's crazy.
That's because people thought he was corny. That's another thing about media that I'm talking about. People were too busy thinking it was corny. People to this day still shit on Childish Gambino's work,
which is wild.
Which I guess, you know, music's always gonna be subjective, but but you can't tell me that kid didn't have talent. Kidding me? Freaks and Geeks? You telling me Freaks and Geeks it wasn't fire? Y'all gonna sit here and tell me that? You telling me Camp was ass? Y'all telling me Camp then it wasn't worth it? That's crazy about y'all. And this is probably why y'all think Corday is corny, but we already had this conversation. I'm not gonna rehash this.
I'm like,
it's all right.
Corny is crazy.
Let me culminate everything I'm trying to say with this. I believe that we should have a stern eye for media that's supposed to represent us, for sure. No questions asked. I'm always for pushing the game forward to transcend, you know, the bottom floor. You know what I'm saying? If you get the bottom floor up high, then obviously the minimum that you can get is greatness. And I get that for sure. But I don't know. If I'm bugging, tell me I'm bugging. I believe that people are a bit too stern with a lot of the content that comes out these days. And I think just try it. Just try it for real. Give it a second. Don't hop on to something like the first 5 minutes of episode 1 and just be like, I don't know. Nah.
Because I know a lot of niggas say, and it's perfectly understandable because when it comes to certain shows, I do the same thing. If I'm not hooked, excuse me, this is the most I've talked all day. That's why I'm yawning so much. If I'm not hooked after episode 1, if episode 1 don't intrigue me, I'm very unlikely to keep going. Like, I feel like, getting off topic slightly a little bit, I feel like motherfuckers are so used to rebooting shit that when we get an original show, the pilots starting to feel real lazy if it's not a reboot.
Okay.
If it's not a reboot, if it's not a spinoff, pilots are starting to feel very lazy. And that's why I liked Abbott Elementary, simply because I was like, ooh, what we doing tomorrow? After the first episode. Like,
I don't know, because when I look at Black TV, right?
right.
The shows that people the shows that people are gonna put on top is Empire, Power, Scandal. I think some people probably put How to Get Away with Murder up there.
I'll put How to Away, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, Boondocks for the more the younger crowd, I believe. Right. I think the older crowd will fuck with it too, but I believe the younger crowd to give it more praise.
So I feel like,
So put those shows up there. Mm-hmm. If we keep it a stack, we keeping it 1,000% real. Besides the Boondocks, there's nothing crazy transcendent about a lot of these shows. Power has its moments. I'm going off of what I know because I haven't sat down and watched Power yet. So before any Power fans gonna tear me up in the comments, listen,
this
relax.
Could come back and change unless you finna give me your stars and let me watch the shit, nigga. Shut up.
Exactly. I haven't sat down and watched Powers yet. I know Power got a lot to it in these days, but I'm gonna get to it when I get to it.
50 Cent trying to make the hood multiverse. So.
Shit. So I'm gonna get the Power when I get the Power, but from what I know, people talk about it, the show's really good, and you know what, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt right now, okay?
And I think it's funny, not to interrupt you, but I think
no, go ahead.
That you mentioned Empire simply because Empire, from what I heard, niggas, that was something you could not miss an episode of, because every time I talked to somebody that was watching it and stopped, it was like, I missed the episode. And I couldn't get back into it after I missed that episode. I was like, so it's not any show that you feel is watch worthy, like it's one of them shits that drop every week. Anything you feel is watch worthy but not binge worthy, why you watching it? Cause like, let's take Euphoria for example, and I'm using that simply because, like you said, we going for the younger crowd at the moment, and you know, we got a black woman lead and a black woman executive producer. Right. Euphoria drop every week, but I can also binge Euphoria.
That's correct.
So like, if it's a show that you know you can watch, or you feel the need to watch when it drop, but you know you're not gonna be like, oh, what am I binge today? And that's not something that comes to mind, but when it was out on air, you was watching it like it was what was going. Why were you watching it then?
So what you're saying is, if it were to be put on services and the whole season is out, if you didn't feel like binging it for real, but what's the point of watching it? Is that what you're asking, right?
Yes. Like, if you don't feel like, or even if it's not on some like rerun type beat, let's say this is on like actual TV and like a rerun came on, you know, they was doing a marathon, something like that for the day, and you like, I'm cool.
I mean, the thing about Empire, because I used to watch it myself until I fell off, because I was just like, I don't know, it feels like it's one of those shows that it'll hit some themes and they think they themes is just that fire, so they gonna milk it out in different kinds of under different kinds of lenses and shit. Like, perfect example, fucking Cookie and Lucius, I almost forgot his name. Cookie and Lucius's fucking relationship off and on again throughout that fucking show annoyed me. It ain't no fucking sense. It made no fucking sense. But then again, some people could consider Black Love to be kind of that kind of level of insane. But we'll get to that topic in a little bit.
Oh shit.
Because the on again off, just for me, right? Personally, for me, I never see the reason for Cookie to go back to that man. I never do.
Ever.
I
No.
never get it. Like,
Never.
I understand there's a reason of, that's the man I came up with. We have illustrious history or whatever the
The
case
fuck
is.
do that
But
mean?
the history you have with that man specifically, I don't see that history having merit to come back to at all. At all. And whenever this man Lucius tried to get Cookie back anyway, it was him doing some hard-headed, stupid nigga from the street type shit. That women till this day 100% disregard if anybody else does it. So, and it can't be like, oh, but he got money. Cookie got fucking money too. She built up this company too. This shit is half hers.
We're always forgetting this company was built on the back of some shit that Cookie didn't do but took the fall for.
Exactly. So I never saw the reason for her to go back to that man, and it's just messiness, and I don't want to say convoluted. I'd have to really sit down and watch the show, all the other parts that I missed, because from all the way up to the part that I was watching, it was easy to follow. If I don't want to say educated viewer, but if you're a viewer that's used to multiple storylines in a show. If you can follow those joints in a show, then yeah, this is pretty easy to follow. Because at the time, there's really only, I want to say, 3 or 4 main storylines. Because pretty much it was a storyline of a child, pretty much.
Yeah.
So Jesse Smollett's character, which as we know, got written out because Jesse was being Jesse. With him being the gay middle son and him doing that, as well as Brashear's character, because I'm not remembering names right now, so I'm just call out the actors' names, and him having I think it was the whole young baby mama storyline that he had too, and some shit like that. I think it was something like that.
It was so many child-based storylines that I was like, what?
And then, of course, the oldest son, with him feeling like he's the first, but he's the forgotten. So he was planning a hostile takeover in the background.
That coupled with the fact that he was mentally ill, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, he was mentally ill as well. Which is funny, because when I stopped watching the show was the episode that his wife died when she fell off the balcony into that car.
Yeah, she definitely did fall off the balcony. Was she pregnant? See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's so many
children. You see what I'm saying? That's the part that I'm trying to bring up. That for me it was just a bit much. Y'all putting so much into these storylines instead of just making them coherent. The baby mama died with your baby inside her, died with them and leaving this man who's mentally ill, who's trying to plan a hostile takeover of his father's company, who right now is in an off and on relationship with your mother that's from the street and is trying to take the company too, because you out here hold me for years in the first place, and he's being mad at the gay son because black people don't like gay people, and then now we got the other son over here who think he a playboy and went and got a young baby mama and all kind. There's a lot of shit going on. For why?
So much going on, bruh. It's literally Love and Hip Hop.
Right now, so follow me. I didn't watch Scandal. Did you watch Scandal?
Absolutely not.
But from what you see, it's the same shit, right?
Basically, yeah. Except it's the government instead of
yes, and Kerry Washington, because the people is fucking the president in the background and all kinds of shit, and love triangles and love polygons and all kinds of shit.
Right? Polygons are hilarious, but go ahead.
Now, I know you watched How to Get Away with Murder.
Indeed.
Same shit.
Literally. Except
so
now she's a teacher.
This is what I'm talking about. So
the only difference between Empire and these other two shows is that people should be going.
It's the setting. It's the setting.
The setting.
This is literally just under the guise of legal dramas.
That's literally it.
And that's what I'm saying, because I'm like, these shows being the crowning achievements of current black TV
is insane.
And then y'all gonna hold up shows like Craig of the pretty much any shows that's not those shows to these crazy high regards. It don't make sense to me.
because these shows don't compare to Boondocks. Like if we talking about like Boondocks is a standalone. Like we can literally do this one show and that be what y'all think black media should live up to. Now it won't, because you're not gonna get another show like that.
Right.
Period.
Right.
But like that should be your standalone holy grail.
Yeah, of course. But obviously we see that that's not the case, because these are the shows that are running black TV right now, which is my point. But we're holding up all these other shows to this high regard because it's supposed to be perfect, to dethrone this TV that honestly some people may look at and call it trash TV. Not trash as in it's bad, but trash as in pretty much the storylines that are being developed that we're watching on screen. Right? You see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, if that's the case, y'all, come on. Y'all gotta throw a bone to these other shows that are trying something different and are actually succeeding. Come on. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Maybe I'm wilding. Maybe in a few weeks I'll have a different opinion, but that's just how I feel about black TV right now, and what people are holding up to be, I don't know, the crowning achievement of the community right now as far as TV is concerned. Then who knows? Maybe I'm out of touch with the streets. Who fucking knows? But
I had my ear to the streets in a minute because y'all be on bullshit.
Y'all really be on bullshit. So
because
there's
y'all are either gatekeeping or hyping up the stupidest shit.
Exactly.
And I mean that with all disrespect. It's dumb.
Very much
bad
so.
Bad taste.
In my opinion, I guess, because
you have bad taste, in my opinion, and we're all entitled to our opinion. But sometimes your opinion is wrong.
No, I don't think it's bad, because the same people who are gonna say that what's running black TV right now is shit like Empire and Scandal are the same people that are trashing, you know, the white folks that believe that Keeping Up with the Kardashians is the shit.
Sick.
It's real rap. It's real rap. Messiness, man. Actually, you know what? Speaking of messiness, I actually wanted to talk about this a couple weeks ago. Because once again, shout out to FD Signifier. That man, when I found his channel, he had some good topics and some good videos. He did a whole hour piece on the definition of black love, which I thought was interesting. Because I don't think anybody for real has sat down and said, what is black love? Because, you know, niggas be quick and be like, you know, it's two beautiful melanated people in a relationship posted on Instagram, hashtag black love, hashtag couple goals. Do you know what that means?
No.
So let's talk about it. Twin, to you, what does black love mean to you?
I mean, you love me enough to not belittle my black experience, and like you see eye to eye with me on everything, that not everything, or you're open-minded to seeing eye to eye on everything, even if that means you have to learn about things that you've never known before, you know, be presented to things that in the past made you uncomfortable or something like that. Because yes, we're both black, but I'm a black woman. And that's come way different. Yes, right. We have that whole we're both black, but I'm a black woman. So that's a completely different dynamic. But if you're willing to see that and not belittle it and not be like, oh, that I'm so sorry, and that's it. You know, that's black love, and vice versa, because you know you're a black man and there are things that you have to worry about that I might not necessarily have to. So just a common consciousness is the word I'm looking for, of both perspectives and the environment that we're surrounded in.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm not mad at that. So the way I was looking at it is, as well as the video he put up, kind of help me clarify how to really look at it. Because the point that he was making in the video, and I'll for folks who may be watching this afterward, it's another hour-long thing, so watch it in sessions if you have to. But I think it's a good video. You should watch it, especially for my black folk. So I'll put it in the description down below. The one big point that he was making first was the conventions of love that a lot of black people tend to follow were conventions that were created for us in the first place. Which I honestly thought about that, because it's always funny when you look at relationships or just what you should be aiming for, right? So if we're in America, we know the whole dream is to be able to build your own nuclear family, the husband and the wife with the children, you got your picket fence, etc., the American dream, right? That's what we should be aiming for, right?
So they say.
But usually those definitions never talk about the deep definition of what that actually means. In this situation, we won't be talking about the main relationship, which should be, the mom and the dad. And here's where the first disconnect comes, because as usual, the father's supposed to be the breadwinner. He's the spine of the family, the decision maker, etc., and mom's there to, she's a supportive, emotional manager. That's the child carer, etc., whatever the case is.
Right.
That's for them, though. Here's what I mean by that. Any black person, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and this is very, very similar to our Latinx brothers and sisters, of course, when it comes to the family. In black culture, households and relationships really are matriarchy. If you don't know what I mean by matriarchy, the queen runs it. The queen runs the show.
Mother-led household.
Mom leads the show. Mom's the backbone. Mom's the child care. Mom's actually pulling a lot of the duties, and dad is getting where he fit in. I ain't gonna hold you. He getting where he fit in.
Because that's how it is. It's back in the motherland for real.
That's the way it works. So just based off that, off rip, us coming over here to America and we getting accustomed or whatever the case is, and we're looking at their definition of love and how it should work. Off rip shouldn't be our ruler. That shouldn't be the rule that we're trying to get to, because they not even built like us. The way we run shit is not the way y'all run shit. They run on patriarchy. Our families run on matriarchy. Completely different roles, completely different values that are taught. Because as we know, the person who's at the head of the table, there will be certain lessons that are taught more than others, maybe. And because of gender dynamics, one gender will get more attention than the other, especially if it's a patriarchy. So everything that we really know, honestly, about being a man or being a woman mainly isn't even built for us, because it's based off of their consciousness, a way they think the world work, or whatever the case is. And as we know, if you haven't seen the 60s and what happens in the 60s, obviously we don't run our lives the way they do, and we fought like hell to get the chance to do shit the way that works for us. So when you talk about black love, off rip, there's some unlearning that needs to take place. That's one. Two, we'll fast forward and look at how relationships run these days. There's a lot of underlying issues as well as baggage that a lot of people bring into these, black relationships. Woo! That, tend to make shit complicated and difficult. as we all know, you brought it up earlier, twin. Those issues of being a black woman, the black woman experience, as well as being that we're in this relationship. If we just for the sake of conversation here, we're just gonna go with the example of a heterosexual relationship, obviously.
Right.
What the black woman experience is in relation to a black man. And a lot of you black queens are about to clap loud as shit, but I do agree with y'all, as in there's a lot of black men out there that be giving black women a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Well, unprovoked. Unprovoked. Me, I want to say it's possibly because I grew up in a house of mostly women that I didn't necessarily see it, because I don't get it. I don't get what the issue with black women is. It's one thing to have a preference. It's another thing to necessarily look at black women and go, you a problem? I don't know. There's bad eggs in every basket, of course. So that goes without saying. But y'all make it seem, I'm talking to you, my fellow black brothers, y'all make it seem like there's a core issue with black women that you can't get over. Right? Put a pin in that.
Correct.
So there's that. But when you see something like a white man who may come in and swoop this black woman off the feet, it's a problem. So now, which one is it? Which one are we trying to resolve? Which one are we trying to resolve? You know what I mean? And as of recently, I've seen in recent years, it seems like those roles have flipped too, where I've seen a lot of black women come out with, you know, our black men are getting stolen or whatever the case is. But, you know, in recent years, there's been the rise of, you know, women recognizing their value, but some taking that a bit too far, talking about some, I ain't dating no man who won't got at least 5 figures in a year type shit. You know what I mean? So now you perpetuating the thing we were just telling black men we need to stop. And now you're caught up in the same conundrum that they were, because now that you see that they weren't going to take the shit either and they're dating outside of the race, you see it's a problem. So now it's back to the question I had before. What are we going to resolve? Something has to give. Are we going to fix what we are fix and try to find what this core issue seems to be? Which I'm not going to sit here and act like I have all the answers. This is just me explaining my observations. Or are we just going to accept that they just going to leave? You know what I mean? On both sides. And just me, that whole pause was me just trying to see if I could figure out some kind of opinion to tell y'all. I don't.
Nah, we was doing the same thing. That's why I had to sit here in silence real quick. I was like,
and it's not. And once again, I don't have all the answers. This is just me observing shit. I'm not going to tell you I'm super intelligent. You know, I ain't no fucking relationship guru. But if there's one thing I can tell you is I can see what's wrong. I could definitely see what's wrong. May not be able to give you an answer how to fix it, but I can tell you it's wrong, because obviously it's not supposed to be happening this way. Like pushing for, you know, pushing this for black excellence, and you know, melanin is the right way to go. But when it comes to, you know, us dating each other these days, oh nah, that can't be done. Even though it always ends up being. Oh, but obviously there's just this core issue, and that's the underlying issue. And then there's the baggage that everybody has that it seems like is the consensus of the black community that most of us ain't gonna try and go to therapy and fix. So I'd say consider therapy, but I know y'all heard it too much. Y'all have heard it too much, so I'm not gonna sit here.
This isn't a sponsored stream yet, but shout out to BetterHelp. This ain't a sponsored stream yet, but shout out to BetterHelp, bruh.
Bro, that's
You
what I'm
don't even
saying.
listen. You ain't gotta sit in a waiting room. You ain't even gotta sit in front of a TV if you don't want to. You can do television over the phone.
You can.
And they find you therapists that fit your needs, because there are different type of therapists out there. I bet y'all didn't know that, huh? Some of y'all need trauma therapists. Some of y'all just need a regular therapist. But you won't know that. You don't go to fucking therapy.
Because everybody has the black
bravado.
Insurance. That's a W right there.
That's a fact. Better help take everybody insurance. Or just cash.
Just drop the black bravado, y'all, man. Let's do that. You don't have to shoulder everything. And I feel like a lot of people, especially, you know, us black brothers and sisters in relationships, try to shoulder everything. Because, you know, that's the image of the black person. The black person is strong. For sure. Black men have that image, but as we know, especially in media these days, the strong black woman, that's the image now. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
which is
also
weird.
A semi-toxic image. Because I need to talk about it real quick.
Oh no, go off.
I'm tired of being the strong black woman. Because I'm not. I'm soft as hell. Okay? I can't shoulder the world. I wasn't meant to. That's not me. I cry over the slightest inconvenience. So, I could be tough. I can get my shit done. But I'm not finna do it with a straight face all the time. And I'm not finna do it unassisted all the time.
As you should.
And the stigmatic textbook definition of a strong black woman is she doesn't need nor want anybody until she feels the need to have somebody around her. I can't do that. And it's a lot of people that can't do that. And y'all forcing that stigma on majority, if not all, of the black women in our generation is kind of crazy.
Which brings it to the point that I was about to make. It's a bit weird. And when I say a bit weird, is you recognize the definition that you just said, Twin?
Mm-hmm.
Is one of the main common features of what it's supposed to mean to be a man, period.
Disgusting.
So, as we've all talked about for a couple years now, with the open discourse of, you know, mental health and, what I want to call it, because it's not textbook psychology. This is just what everybody kind of knows and talks about. So I'm going to call it street psychology.
You feel me?
Or social psychology, whatever you want to call it. People have been talking about toxic masculinity for a while now and how bad it is. But going back to the definition that you just talked about when it comes to strong black woman, if we're bringing that into a black relationship, it's pretty much people, two black men dating each other, and toxic male with toxic male. Obviously, it's not the move. You see where that butting heads is, that friction, that conflict. That's what just connected in my head. Because I'm like, if there's one thing everybody will tell you is nobody wants to date themselves. So,
I would literally not be here.
No one wants to date themselves. So, when you put these stigmas and these images of what black people should be, sooner or later, especially in the very ingrained way that our society does it, especially in the US, it gets ingrained into the black consciousness,
which makes it a cycle.
Exactly. So of course you're gonna bring into relationships.
To break cycles in the black community than it is in the non-black community.
That's because black people is hard-headed and stubborn, man.
Oh, shit.
Hard-headed and stubborn. Which doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody at all. Which is why, for me, I've talked about it before. There's a reason why I waited so damn long to start dating. Because I've seen it. I've seen it all. I was there in high school. I watched y'all go through all them relationships. I was gonna hop myself into that shit.
I was just liking niggas and pimping.
Imagine.
And then I got married.
That's crazy.
Don't be like me.
That's crazy. Nigga like me was oogly according to the streets in high school. So
the streets knew nothing. We were all ugly. The streets knew nothing. And you weren't cute. You was popular. Shut up.
That is unfortunate.
Now you might be cute now, and if you are, big ups to you. But none of us cute. You was popular, or somebody's cup of tea. That's it.
Then again, what constitutes as cute? We don't know people, bro. But nah, that's just one of my observations when it comes to black love. Black love in itself is one hell of a topic, and to delve deep into that's calling for a lot of research and conversations and stuff like that, because as we all know, when it comes to love, that's a case-by-case basis and experience. And I'd be lying to you if I told you that the way my mind is set up right now, it's set up to necessarily lay it all out for y'all right now. Nope, that's a lie. That's not going That's not necessarily gonna happen. But once again, like I said, FD Signifier has a great video talking about it. He may necessarily lay it out for y'all way better. So I'll definitely get that video in the description for y'all. So check that out on your own time, of course.
Yeah.
Well, since we on our Blackity Black and it's black, y'all. There's this.
I'm gonna send you something on Twitter, and it's gonna make you scream laughing.
There's been this video that I've been seeing circulate around, and we need to talk about it.
Oh Lord.
We need to talk about it, cause my guy, my man really got this off. My man really got this off. I first found out about this video because, and maybe you gonna know what the video is the moment I talk about who I'm talking about, who talked about it. I said talk a lot in that sentence, and it probably sounded hella confusing, but I saw Agent and Low mention this video. Do you see? I knew it. I knew that's all I had to say. I knew that's all I had to say.
Crackhead ass niggas.
Oh, but this is video of this man who's talking about Yeats, which I think is, I guess, is an artist or something. I don't even know who that is. And apparently he hopped in his car at some gas station to hop on the camera to talk about why Yeats should say the word nigga.
No.
Oh, yes. And don't worry. Y'all know me. I had to go find the source. I got y'all. Let's watch it together, y'all. Let's watch it together. I got y'all. I'm not even really gonna talk like that. I'm gonna let him do the talking. It's not that long of a video. What is it? It's like 6 minutes. We'll watch it together. And yeah, y'all see what I'm talking about. I saw a little bit of this video. I was like, no, we're gonna talk about this in pod. I'm not even gonna watch the rest. So I only watch a little bit of it.
Fucking yell, bro.
Oh no, you sure are. You sure are.
My mic about to peak. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh.
That mouse crawling across his face looked like a bug. Crazy.
Oh, okay. Anyway. I hope y'all ready, man.
What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. I'm just sitting here in front of a gas station about to get some gas, but I wanted to do a quick one more Yeet video for you guys because I know I got some new subscribers because of the couple Yeet videos. So I'm going to give you guys one more this week, and then I don't know if I'll do another one for a while.
Okay.
But I don't want to offend anybody here.
Too late.
I know this is kind of like...
Right
Anytime
there should
you
tell you
feel like
something.
you gotta start some shit off like that, you know you about to get offensive. That's
Bro.
like, no. Anytime you got, I don't want to offend anybody here. No offense. I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm not racist, but you finna say some shit completely racist, completely offensive.
Bro. Wait on it.
I think a lot of people pretend that it's a sensitive topic, but in actuality, to me, it's not. And I think people put on a persona online and pretend like they get offended about things when they really don't. But here's what I want to talk about. And feel free to chime in the comments. Give me your thoughts on this.
I feel like you stink.
Why does Yeet and other rappers, white rappers too, not just Yeet, but in this video specifically Yeet, why does he not say nigga?
You see the problem? First and foremost,
did you just say
use a ballsy?
Did you just say motherfuckers are putting on a persona that saying nigga if you're not black is racist? Are you?
He thinks people on the internet, specifically black people on the internet, obviously, us putting up a fight to why y'all shouldn't be saying the N-word is internet cap. That's what he just said.
You said I'm doing people... this. You said I'm fighting against white people for clout.
Yeah.
There are niggas that do it. I only say that because it's just as weird. But you're telling me I'm trying to break systematic racism for clout.
He thinks the controversy around the word nigga is cap.
Clout.
He thinks it's internet debauchery. That's number one. Number two, he had the balls to come out here on the second biggest platform on the internet as a white man and said the word. Not only
did he put nigga in the title,
what? He said it unapologetically. Long nose ass, Melman face ass. Look at him. Nose built like Melman whole skull. But we're not here to crack. We're here to necessarily.
If he didn't have any money.
I'm gonna play the rest of the video.
In his rap songs. A lot of like if you listen to black rap music.
Sorry, y'all. That shit took me. Oh my god.
Owen Wilson, he didn't have any money, bro. This nigga look like broke Owen Wilson. He's not saying wow. He's saying oh.
Oh my god, boy, that shit took me. I probably would have hollered if it wasn't on the pod, boy, but I had to contain part of that laughter. I let some out, but if I let the full laugh out, bro, I would have probably peaked like crazy. My OBS probably would have been all in the red, but I didn't want to do that to y'all. So I only let probably like 22% of the laugh out. What? I'm sorry. All right. Let's get back to why he thinks that saying an oppressive word is wrong on the internet. Because the fuck?
Every black rapper says it, right? So it's kind of a rap music thing.
No.
Who
told you that? Who? Where did you get that framework?
You see how every black rapper said, not every rapper says it, every black rapper says it. So you're admitting that rap is black culture. Cool. That doesn't take away from the fact that you're white.
Is that see?
Because you're doing something in black culture doesn't mean you're black.
You see, here's
doesn't
the
mean
thing.
You're able to do everything we can do.
Here's what I think helped get some of these boys confused in their heads. It's back to that conversation we had about rap not too long ago, a couple episodes back, about how pretty much rap got formulated and it became mainstream. But the point I'm gonna make here is rap became pop culture. A lot of rap that has gone crazy in the charts and has formulated crazy money for real comes from white fans, obviously. You know this.
Pop culture is black.
It don't matter. You understand?
Pop culture.
These boys, they look at culture like the stock market. If I can invest in it, that means I own part of this, which means obviously if this is happening in the field that I have invested in, that means I should be able to freely participate in all its activities, not necessarily seeing the cultural problems that you are about to delve into. And don't get surprised if a black man pop you in your fucking nose.
That is incorrect, Michael.
Because if you really believe that just because your favorite black rapper says nigga in his songs, you're supposed to be able to say it. This is not a fucking ice cream bar that he handed out to you, Nicole. This is a culturally oppressive word that us as the black community flipped on its head and turned it into a term of endearment as a big fuck you to the oppression that y'all caused us. And y'all thinking y'all can friendly, just in a friend way, slide back in here and take the word back from us? Thinking you could use it as a term of endearment? Like there's not gonna be flashbacks of our ancestors getting whipped on day backs, calling us that? Really?
What?
Nah, right. Y'all, this is where y'all bugging out. Cause my man's right here is wild. You real bold. We not that far from Joe Rogan's old clips being aired out. We not that far from it. So you telling me, you brother, Mr. Yeats fan, you telling me you didn't hear that controversy? Even better, fuck the controversy. You didn't hear your man Joe Rogan come out and say, hey, yo, that's kind of fucking wild of me back in the day for saying that word. Because I understand what that word carries and whatnot. You didn't at least even hear that? I think you capping. You probably heard. You say it with your friends, don't you?
Yep. And they let you say it too.
And
the
you
only
say it
reason I
with
say
your
they let you
friends.
say it is because I know you got black friends. I know you do.
You say it with your friends. Nah. I have a feeling this is a thing he does with his white friends. And y'all, your white friends discovered rap with you because, you know, all of y'all consented that the word is all right. So y'all sit it amongst y'all.
Consented.
And you luckily didn't come cross paths probably with that one black person that'll check you for it. I'm assuming. I don't know where he's from. So I can't tell you what, if there's a big black presence there or whatever the case is. I don't know. I don't know where he's from. So that's what it sounds like to me. Cause you too, I don't know how old you are, brother. You look like you may be getting into your 30s.
White people age weird, so this nigga could be fucking 18 for all we know.
Shit. They all act like it on the internet.
White people age weird, so I don't know.
But I feel like that's the situation because you too comfortable to be having this conversation. Too comfortable. So I think you discovered the word nigga with your white friends. Y'all probably was cool and saying it together for years. And because you didn't have that one black man that checked you and educated you on what that word is, and maybe you came across some of the definitions of what it came from the internet, but as you know, the internet is 50% fake news, so you just decided to call it fake news because you and your white friends got a history of saying it back in the day. Because y'all used to love NWA. You know what? Let me see if I'm right. I'm gonna let you play the rest. Cause I feel like you won't explain yourself. Cause you I know deep down you know that you fucked up for doing this, so you gonna try and explain yourself. For sure. Let me see you explain yourself, brother.
But then you get these white rappers that come in and they avoid saying it in their music. But here's the thing. There's been multiple videos of proof of these famous white rappers saying it in their personal lives. Eminem has said it. Post Malone has said it.
Who told you that means it's good?
Right.
You thought because they've done it before, that makes it okay?
Because you see how they're saying it in their
in their
personal
personal
lives,
lives,
not in their music,
not in their public lives,
not in their music. That's
not
in the
in their
public.
business.
That they know motherfuckers will be like, bitch, what the fuck did you just say?
I'm like, dude, we know Eminem is one of the biggest rap stars ever, right? So if anybody who could probably get away with saying it is him, but you ain't heard him say it once in his music, have you? Wouldn't you think there's a reason? You ever asked why? Not why don't you? Like, everyone else does it, so go ahead, try and get that shit off. Not in that sense. But I'm assuming there's a reason why you don't say it.
Not bad.
You just didn't think about that, did you, Gerald? I don't know what his fucking name is.
Gerald is hilarious, and
you ain't think about that, Jerry? Crazy about you.
You can go Google the video. There was a old Snapchat video of Post Malone, and he was watching a show called Too Cute with his friend, and they're sitting there recording themselves. I think it was a Vine video, actually. That's how old it was. And he goes,
that's how old it was. This just aged you. This just aged you. That's how old it was?
Yes.
Nah, bro. Vine ain't that far off. It wasn't last year, but you making this shit seem like you saw this shit on fucking NBC back when Good Times was running. Like, you made it sound like it was that tight shit. That's how old it was. Nah. You one of those neo-Caucasians, right?
Nah.
You one of those neo-Caucasians.
yeah, we watched Too Cute, nigga. And like
you too comfortable. It's making me uncomfortable how comfortable he got that shit off. Did you see that,
Oh my god. Oh my god. How long is this video?
It's 6 minutes. 5 minutes and 59 seconds.
I cannot.
He got that shit off smooth, bro.
Cause how you say this shit more than I do. I know you do.
Oh yeah. You know white people say it way more than we do. We may say it frequent, but them boys will throw 3-4 of them joints in one sentence. Like, yo, what's up, my nigga? What you been up to, my nigga? I know you cool, nigga. What's up, nigga? They hit you with that shit.
Like, niggas disgust me, bro.
Like, white folks say nigga the way that everyone and their mama think New Yorkers say son. We don't say that shit all the time, B. We don't. We really don't. Is it part of our lingo? Yes. Is it part of every sentence that comes out our mouths? Not even close.
Why did I just come across?
And he goes, yeah, we watched Too Cute, nigga. New
Yorkers to be so hard. Y'all sure don't let anybody say nigga.
Bro, you see? You see?
That's how old it was. And he goes, yeah, we watched Too Cute, nigga. And like the media made such a big deal out of it at the time. This was back in like 2015. And I'm like,
for good reason.
It's a word.
Who gives a shit? It's a word.
Here we go with
here it is.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting on it. Waiting on it.
Here we are.
Cause that's y'all main argument. It's just a word. Then why the fuck you get so offended? You get so offended when I call you a mayonnaise monkey. When I call you a cracker, why you get so offended?
Yeah, cause now cracker apparently is considered a derogatory term.
Food. It's a snack food, bitch. The fuck? You shouldn't be offended by colonizer, but actually you shouldn't, because that's what you are. But anywho.
What?
The more you put this gate around the word and act like only certain people can get inside this gate to say it, the more power you give to that word. What do you mean? And I don't know Yeet. I've never met Yeet. Maybe somebody watching this video has met him. Does he say it in his personal life? Because I'm gonna give you guys the honest, raw truth here.
Oh yeah.
When I was growing up in my neighborhood where I'm from, in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. It ain't no way in the whole. No, you don't. Duval, you can't. Duval Canada don't get down like that. You lying. I know you lying. You lying. You lying. You lying, my nigga. Because now I know where you reside. I know where you lay your head at. You're lying.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You say this shit in the security of your home and the security of the motherfuckers that you cool with. You
I
don't say
told
that
you.
shit in your everyday. Nah, I
I'm
know
telling
you
you.
lying because not
I'm,
Duval County. Come on
I'm
now.
telling you. I'm telling you. But then again, as we know, besides a few counties here and there, northern Florida is the racist part of Florida.
You in Jacksonville specifically, though. No.
Hey, bro.
Nah.
I don't know. I feel like it's probably came from another part of northern Florida, moved into Jacksonville where he grew up. So, you know what I'm saying? When you grow up, it's one thing, but before you get to that growing up stage, like before you hit maybe like 6, 7, that's when you start getting those main things ingrained. Now, if you raised in northern Florida, and you know the parts I'm talking about when I'm talking about northern Florida, your first 5, 6 years, there's certain things that are getting ingrained that you don't want to ingrain in children these days. You don't want to do that. Trust me, you don't want to do it. Because it's something about melanin in northern Florida that they don't like. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't prefer melanated skin. They don't prefer it up there strongly.
Yet so here you are, the reason I'm here. I will never let that go. That's the end all be all to my every argument. Don't tell me to go back to somewhere when you the reason I'm here to begin with. Shut the fuck up. Go take a bath.
I don't live there anymore, but I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. And when I was growing up, all my white friends said nigga. Every freaking one.
See what I said?
ER at the end. I know you heard that slight ass ER at the end.
Hold on. No. Wait a second. What are we talking about?
And when I was growing up, all my white friends said nigga. Every freaking one of them.
But this is the point I made earlier. I told you. He figured out the word nigga amongst his circle of white friends. His group of friends was not mixed. It wasn't mixed. We talking straight snow cane. 100% polar bear. We talking straight salt and pepper might be a bit too spicy. We talking full jar mayonnaise. Oh, I said mayonnaise. Billy Mays.
Miracle Whip.
A Miracle Whip, indeed, boy. Miracle. Telling you. I know it. I told you. I was like, there's something about this tells me he figured out that word amongst a white circle that all said it's okay amongst us to say that word. I'm telling you.
What's up, nigga? How you doing today, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like that. No. That's just how you talk. That's how you talk.
No.
And it is what it is.
No, it's not what it is.
And I know a lot of these white rappers, like I said, Eminem has said it, Post Malone has said it, Stitches, I don't know if any of you guys know who Stitches is, but he had that Brick in Your Face song back in 2014.
Nigga, that's how I know you don't pay attention to Stitches. There's a reason why Stitches ain't valid in the culture like that, for real.
That's a fact.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't Stitches the boy that got pressed by the game a few years back? Was it the game that pressed him?
That is correct.
The game pressed that nigga. What you talk about? You see what I'm saying? You follow what you want to follow.
Side of your ass. Nah, my boy.
You follow what you want to follow, boy. I swear. Because you're not looking at the full story. This man Stitches got pressed by black rappers his damn self. I never knew the details, but I can tell you what the details is now, probably. Shit.
Fire song. He says nigga all the time. And
okay.
A lot of people got mad about it, but he just kept doing it. He didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? 6ix9ine.
You stuttered to say fuck.
No, that's what I'm saying. The fact that you hesitate to say fuck, but not nigga is concerning. That is so concerning to me. You have more respect for the word fuck than for the whole black community that has been barred and hurt and had to flip this word for our own. What's the word I'm looking for? For our own, not vengeance, for our own, not gratification, for our vindication. We're going with vindication. For our own vindication, You can say that shit breezily. You know what I'm saying?
That shit roll off your tongue.
Roll out right off the joint. No problem. Hung. That shit come off clean. That's concerning. I really want to know if you got any black friends for real. I want to say no, but if you do, they're even more concerning.
That's a fact. That means you friends with a bunch of coons.
This is unruly to me. I'm not gonna hold you.
Not black. He says it all the time. Fat Joe, he says it, and people get mad at him for saying it, but he still says it. So here's my question: is like, and I'm not saying Yeet specifically, but are most white rappers scared to say it because they don't want to face backlash if they?
No, they respect the culture that they just walked into. If you don't know that hip hop and rap is solely to its core a black cultural product, I said product. We created this just like we created jazz, just like we created rock and roll that y'all took from us.
Just like we created music, period.
So this is our entity that came from our struggles. We should tell you something. The fact that hip hop and rap was a product of us trying to express and not commemorate, but express and honestly deal with our struggles and where we come from and trying to rise from our trials and tribulations, and in a culture like that, a culture of the product that resembles that, you think that people who genuinely want to be part of this culture, that are of the white persuasion, want to come in here and say the word that is part of the struggles that maybe even helped build the root of what this culture is? Are you serious? That's what you're telling me right now? This is how I know you don't understand what you talk about right now. Like, you don't get it. And that's your issue. You are delusional. You don't get it. And once again, if I find out you got a black friend, he has a lot of explaining to do. A lot. I'm not saying that your black friend had to sit you down and just give you a whole lecture about this shit, but there's certain things here and there. He come up to you talking, so what's up, nigga? Yo, hold on. You said that just now? Do you understand where that word comes from? He's probably gonna tell you, nah, though, I thought it was just an internet. No, bro, it's not just an internet thing. Let me tell you something real quick. He put you on game real quick, and maybe he'd be like, oh, I never knew that. I understand. I can understand where the hurt comes from when it comes to that word. I'm going to refrain from using that now. If that ever happened,
beat his ass.
That's all. And I promise you, if that took place sometime in his childhood, this video that won't exist. Because ain't no way you this comfortable of thinking you about to come fight 10 toes on this field to let white people freely and comfortably say nigga and build an art saying nigga. You know, bro. No.
They do. Because look, Nav, the Indian rapper, he used to say it too, and then he stopped saying it because a few people made an article, a media article about it, got mad at him.
Didn't Nav get pressed for that?
Yep.
You see what I'm talking about?
You see how you really pulling out the information you want to pull out. You're pulling out examples that make you look dumb.
Bro. Nav got pressed for that. What do you mean? I don't even. I'd be lying to you if I told you I've listened to one Nav song completely through. I hear he's a great artist. I want to look into him. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'd be lying to you as of right now if I said I've listened to any Nav songs. But one thing I do know is I heard he got pressed for saying the word nigga. That's probably why it's taking me so long to listen to his music. Got pressed for that, man. How in depth is your research when you're making this argument? Did it just pop into your head just now when you was getting gas and you just thought you was gonna hop on a video and express your feelings? Did you regret after you posted this? I wonder. I'm gonna look at the description in the comments after this. I have to.
I say, if you want to say it, say it. It's nigga. It's nothing. It means nothing. It's
okay.
Nigga. It's just a word. Who gives a shit? I mean,
a lot of people don't give a shit.
If you say it, crazy. And you have a black friend and he gets upset about it, then you guys can have a discussion and you can just tell him, look, I just say it. It doesn't mean anything racist to me personally.
It ain't got shit to do with what it mean to you personally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't got shit to do with you. That's the thing that you don't understand. It ain't got shit to do with you. The word was created by your ancestors to oppress us.
So
what do you not understand?
You. Of course, it's just a word to you. Shut the fuck up.
You don't make fucking sense, man. It doesn't click. You thinking that you about to encourage these other white people to stand up to a black person as to why they should be able to say Nick? Oh, what? That right there is just crazy to me. You said that? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And if I know the internet like I know the internet, he gonna get pressed on. IRL. If he said he don't live there no more. I don't know where you live at. Somebody, if I know the internet,
and
the
you
internet.
Was smart, then I say where you live at.
Why? The internet low key a PI. So I don't listen. I'm not wishing anything bad on this man.
What we be saying in my little corner? Get on his heels. Oh God, get on his heels. Tight shit. The fuck?
I ain't gonna send nobody. I'm not gonna tell y'all to go attack this man, but. If I know the internet like I know the internet, it may happen whether I condone it or not. So, brother, I hope you strap.
Oh, this ain't me condoning it. This is me assuming what's gonna happen.
I'm just saying, man. I hope you ready. I hope you got hands.
I'm just the voice behind the picture, man.
Bro.
Until I hit that go live camera.
Oh Lord, bro. I hope someone brings you to your senses. You sound crazy right now. You really
insane, bro.
Well, we got like 2 minutes. I'm gonna let the rest play and we'll talk about it.
So I'm just saying it because I don't care. It's just a word to me. And if he doesn't want you to still say it, then you got to decide, do I still want to be friends with this guy? Or do I want to just not say it around him? And then you make that choice.
I'm sorry. I know I said I was gonna let the rest play, but this right here sounds crazy. You just said that this man needs to choose between his friend and the word nigga. That's what I just heard. You told me to choose nigga or my friend. What? What?
You said don't say it around him or
do I still want to be friends with him? Or her? This man is great. This boy out of pocket. Like he don't know. He really don't know what he's talking about, and his ignorance is flaming right now.
It's engulfing.
I remember Stitches had a song called the name of the song was called "Fuck Nigga," and
wow, bro,
for sure, bro.
Not only was he. Oh my god! Let me just play.
You with too many fuck niggas. It was such a fire song. Look it up.
No. Oh my god!
And there's a line in there where he goes, "They told me stop saying nigga. You is a dumb nigga." Like basically saying like how the media is like, why is this white guy saying nigga? And he's like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna say it." You know what I mean? So, like I said, if Yeet doesn't want to say it, then I totally respect that. I got no issue with that. But if he does say it around his boys, and then he avoids purposely using the word in his music, because I said in my Yeet video, I said that black people don't listen to Yeet, and what I meant was hood street guys, and a lot of people got upset.
What? Who?
Why?
Who gave you?
Who gives a fuck?
Well, no one gives a fuck, but who gave you the green light to tell us what hood street guys are doing? Who told you got the ear to the streets for real? Who gave you that green light? I want to know. I want to know who. I do. I need to. Cause the fuck? What fuck is you talking? My New Yorker gonna jump the fuck out. Oh, baby, my cafe sound, bro. Like,
whoa.
I'm trying.
Hey,
I'm trying to
Hey,
wrap my head around this. It doesn't make sense.
that
You
that that
you
that
are
that. Whew. Boss
I
man
know.
was coming out in full
Boy,
force.
but listen. You obviously grew up in a very sheltered environment to where you really don't believe that there is a very controversial, volatile, damn near destructive history behind the word nigga, as well as to why the black
It's either
culture
that or
says
you
it.
don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Because
oh no,
let's be
I'm gonna give him the
clear,
benefit of the doubt.
majority of white people know the history behind the word. Y'all know why we feel ways about the word. But just like y'all say we should get over slavery because we weren't there, that's how y'all feel about this word.
Mm,
And y'all want to be included on everything we do so bad,
so
except
bad.
for everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. You want to be included on everything we do that look fun. I'm gonna use that so fucking bad until it's actually time for you to get included. Because you want to be black all the way.
Yep.
You said you don't want to deal with the racial injustice. You don't want to deal with the fact that you might not get a job just because your name don't look redeemable on a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
You said you don't want to deal with the fact that you got to apply for certain grants and other shit and all these other statistics when you're going to college. You don't want to deal with that. Then don't deal with any of it. So no, it's not just a word. No, not just get over it.
Our lives isn't a commodity. Understand this. Our lives isn't a fucking all you can eat buffet and you can choose to have some ribs instead of the chicken or there's some rice over here instead of the spaghetti. We're not a commodity you can pick apart and take what you want from it. This is our experience. We have our heart rate go through the roof now while we get pulled over. And maybe just our back
Even if
light
I
is
know I
out.
didn't do anything wrong.
Maybe our back light is out. Or maybe it was something flew out our window that was important to us and they caught it. But it doesn't matter what the reason is because there's a history with police brutality in this country, specifically towards black people. That's just one example. Statistics show that there's a lot of jobs we don't get because of our skin. I don't have the specifics, but I'm sure somebody can find them for you or you can Google them yourselves.
They just got
That's
a law
another
passed
thing.
that made natural hair work appropriate. A law. A law.
Shit, last time I checked, I don't think the 13th Amendment has been taken out of law yet.
It hasn't. It's definitely still there.
There are things like this that we have to deal with every time we open our eyes and step outside of our doors into America that y'all don't understand. But of course, for us to cope and just live, we create all this culture that we live and enjoy in maybe. And y'all want to go and pick that apart cuz there's no fucking trauma attached to it. Which in this case, one of the things that has some of the most trauma attached to it, but y'all just want it because we flipped it. I'm gonna say it again. Our lives are not a commodity that you can pick apart. Understand that before you go around and tell people to use the word nigga. Just straight up. Because this right here, it makes you look like a fucking buffoon. You're a clown, bro. You're a fucking clown. This is ridiculous. I don't even want to watch the rest of this video.
Like dead ass,
Oh,
bro. Because
like,
now you're getting disrespectfully comfortable.
because
It's been
this.
disrespectful this whole time. Now you getting disrespectfully comfortable. Like for real, for real.
So there's something that's not connecting. There's something that's not connecting for you. Cause ain't no way that you went on for as long as you have, and it just kept getting worse. It kept getting worse, bro. I don't get you. Why? I don't get it at all. But unfortunately, with where we are in our history, we just got a couple more decades of dealing with that. Because some people want to be conservative, some people want to be ignorant, some people just don't want to listen to understand what our experience is. This is what we've gone through. This is not the boy who cries wolf. We were there. Maybe not even just us, but then again, understand in the time that we live in now, there are still people who are alive in this country who were there in the 60s getting hosed down. They were there in the 60s, people calling them all kinds of crazy slurs, including the N-word that you love so much, and getting kicked out of places because we don't accept you N-words here. All kinds of stuff. Some people are alive till this day who were there to watch MLK get assassinated. One of the people that seemed like our glimmer of hope. It's crazy to see that you blatantly disregard our whole history and culture because you saw a couple of entertainers on TV or heard their music and they said a word that apparently you don't hear everybody says, so I'm trying to be cool and I'm gonna say it. It's crazy to me, bro. It don't make no sense. Y'all are tiring.
Exhausting.
Y'all are tiring. I may not understand.
Nothing to understand.
Anyway, on a lighter note, I found out something new today, which is interesting.
Word?
Yeah. So we know 8 Mile, because since we're talking about Buddy's, some of Buddy's favorite rappers, and he mentioned Eminem. We love Eminem. We know Eminem, and we know his one smashing performance that was 8 Mile, that he was the main talent in. So shout out to Hip Hop Madness. Him talking about pretty much his relationship with 8 Mile. Because if folks don't know, Eminem wasn't the biggest fan of 8 Mile to a certain extent, because he has a certain creative process and he's not used to the filmmaking process. So there's certain things here and there that he didn't like, and I'm sure he was butting heads with the other people of the creative team, like producers and shit like that, when it came to his vision, which I don't blame him, because his vision this is a semi autobiography, bro. It's about him. It's about his life.
Right.
So I'm sure people telling him to do different things with his vision that's supposed to be resembling his life, I can see how you can butt heads with that. But either way, what needed to be resolved was resolved, and 8 Mile got released to raving reviews. We know 8 Mile went crazy. And usually, when it comes to a performance like that, you'll be getting like crazy offers to do other films and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I found out that Eminem was he was the original consideration to play Brian O'Connor in Fast and the Furious. I didn't know that.
No.
I didn't know that.
I was kidding. No, really?
It's dead ass. Dead ass.
I
don't know why. I don't know why, but... And
it might... Normally, when I say that, it's because I can't see anybody else playing that part.
Yeah,
I can
Paul
see
Walker.
Other people playing that part, possibly, other than Paul Walker. But, like, I don't know.
Bro. Also, you want to know something else?
Sure, because we just pulling shit out.
He was also considered to play Jake in Training Day alongside Denzel.
I could see that.
The Ricky cop that you know Denzel was going back and forth with throughout that movie. The one movie that he was considered to actually get a reward for playing the bad guy.
Right.
Eminem acting alongside Denzel is a sight to see. I'd like to see that.
Fucking screamed.
I would have liked to see that. Where's Monique? Where's she at?
Please.
I would have liked to see that. Which is crazy because when I'm watching this video that Hip Hop Madness made, I should say, it seemed like there's a lot of directors and stuff like that that really admired his acting ability. But you know Eminem, that boy's love with music is something else. So that man wasn't gonna take his attention off of it for real, unless it kind of, I guess, lined up with his schedule probably.
Right.
Like if he was in between albums or some shit like that, maybe he would have got his shit off. But
other than that, nah.
Nah, he was too busy trying to get his albums out, not really pushing anyone else that's on his label, all that good shit. Cause boy, I love Eminem, but that boy right there is fire. But man, bro, Shady Records, bro, is kind of shady for real. Cause bro, what happened to Obi Trice, bro?
I'm kidding.
Exactly. You see? Shoot, what happened to the rebuilding of Shady? You remember that? Facts. Slaughterhouse and Yellow Wolf was supposed to be the new face of Shady Records. Where they at, bro? What happened?
I mean, Yellow Wolf's doing his thing.
Not to the height that he was when he just got signed as Shady. That boy was about to blow.
Not at all.
That boy was about to blow. He was going to bring a new feel to hip hop or whatever the case is, because his kind of feel, his kind of feel has never been in hip hop before, bro. He was going to do something crazy, and then I never heard from him again.
Nasty the way he rap. I'm not gonna hold you.
Boy, Pop the Trunk was fire.
Facts.
Don't make me go pop the trunk on you. That shit was fire, man. I fucked with it. I was listening to Yellow Wolf for a good bit. Then I lost track of him. I'm not gonna lie.
Lost track of him is hilarious.
I literally lost track of him. I'm not gonna lie. And then there was the whole debacle with Slaughterhouse, which recently brought it back up. Which to this day, well, I don't know, I say to this day, being that it's back up in the news about the whole Slaughterhouse argument that happened on IG Live, I wonder if people gonna hash shit out and then we're gonna get some Slaughterhouse shit for real. Well, probably not. Joe's retired. I don't think he's coming out of retirement. That boy having fun with his pod. I ain't gonna lie.
W.
He shouldn't be having fun after everything that happened, but hey, who am I to tell him? Because the way that boy, I don't care, bro. I'm never getting over that. The way that boy did Rory and Maul salaciously is insane.
Facts.
That shit was crazy. Because mind you, like they talked about back when they were on the pod, Rory and Maul was with him throughout his music career. So he was there when Slaughterhouse was around. So we cool. They cool. They buddy with Royce and Crooked and Joel. Those is their homies. Fuck. Cause I remember, I think Maul talked about it too. Maul said when all that shit was going down during the pod, Royce hit him up. Royce hit his phone to talk to him about the situation. It's not that Maul reached out. Royce hit his phone. Crazy shit.
Insane shit, for real.
So I don't know, man. I would like to see it. I think Slaughterhouse could have honestly been the Griselda before Griselda.
Oh, okay.
Because Griselda was gonna happen regardless. Them boys is fucking nice, and I hope people really give them their respect. I know they're getting their respect now, they're getting their flowers, but them boys is nice, man. Benny and Conway, man, but it reminds me of Joel. It reminds me of Cricket. Royce, which of course we all got to see, Royce's skills. Royce went on the whole tag team stint with Eminem for a bit. With Bad and Evil. Bad Meets Evil, bro. That was like a 2-parter. We got two tapes out of that, if I remember correctly.
Indeed, both of them bitches was
excellent. Excellent shit, bro. Oh, that's not that. I mean, I really feel like Cricket kind of just went on his own way, kind of underground type shit. He's still good. Cricket's still one of the best pens in the game. Don't sleep on that boy. He'll tear you the fuck up. Same with Joel, which till this day, I think I talked about it on the past podcast. I feel like people sleep on that man's pen. That boy is nice. He got off some of the best bars in Slaughterhouse. I'm not gonna hold you. That's the only nigga that I heard made a lily pad and frog line sound hard.
Everybody can't do that.
Hell no, nigga. If I just give you the concept for a bar of that, you think that shit sound fire? Hey yo, bro, you should write something about
like Taylor Swift.
Like, bro, you should get some shit off about a lily pad and a frog. What? Fuck is you talking about, man? Fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Enough.
Shit, Joel made it. That's crazy. You just told me make it enough? Crazy.
Yes,
man.
bro. Yes, bro.
That's crazy. Shit, Joel got you. Joel got you. Them boys is gonna be nice, man. And if I know record labels, like I know record labels, there's probably a couple other rough coals that could have become diamonds if managed right, that I don't know about. Because I'm gonna tell y'all this now, when it comes to hip hop and rap, I'm a hardcore casual. Okay, I'm not hardcore like y'all that know the history of every single rapper that's ever touched the mic. But then again, I ain't casual. Like I don't know an Eminem's most popular song. What's it called? You
never heard that boy Young Lemony Snicket? Crazy about you, twin.
Young Lemony Snicket is crazy. Young Lemony Snicket is okay.
Quite fucking accurate. You feel me?
Okay. They shut out. Cause yeah, that boy, a little Seuss, different.
You feel me? Piece of shit. But you know.
Oh my gosh, I can't, bro. I can't. But nah, those are little fun facts I just found out. Maybe I'm late to the party, but that shit was shocking to me. I would have never thought Eminem was considered for those roles at all. That's
I'm like, huh?
Interesting shit. Very much so. But besides that, I think that's really all we got this week. I ain't gonna hold you unless you got something, twin.
I really don't, unless y'all want to hear about these taco flavored jelly beans that I found.
All right, y'all. It's been a great episode. I'm not going down that road. I'm not going on that road at all, bro. What? Taco flavored jelly beans. I'm cool.
Bro, yeah.
So if anything, pull up to the after show, bro. Y'all might even hear about us. Talk about it. Who knows?
We just fucking might. You feel me?
We just might. Anyway, speaking of which, what you got going on, twin? Talk to the people.
We was slacking on streaming show a little bit. I needed some time off. I'm not gonna hold you. Life been hitting your girl with that minka monka munka, and I had to take a step back. But we back on it today with that Sonic Team Racers. You feel me?
Indeed.
It's gonna be a little duo stream, so it's gonna be an actual pod after show. We're both gonna be there.
Correct.
So y'all can slide over there in a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll be over there vibing out, possibly continue conversations over here. Y'all actually might hear
that's a fact
about these taco jelly beans.
Oh.
Cause yeah.
Oh my god.
They are something.
I fucking bet. Shit.
They are taco jelly beans, bro.
Cause
like,
ground beef and a jelly bean sound crazy to me.
Cause it's not ground beef though. I think one of them is bean flavored. I'm not gonna hold you though.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. A bean that tastes like a bean, nigga.
And then you got another one that's like, it's like you got some savory ones and you got some sweet ones. Like you got one that's margarita flavored.
I mean,
and then one is like sour cream. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So what you got going on, Twin?
Like, if anything, everybody knows I'll try anything once if that shit ain't live. But as far as I'm concerned, if y'all don't know, tomorrow we back with the streams as usual. It looks like we're getting into either Mafia 3 or continuing Borderlands 1. I'm not too sure yet. Who knows? Maybe I'll flip a coin an hour before stream tomorrow. I don't fucking know. But
flip a coin is crazy. But go
hey,
ahead.
bro. Hey, our schedule packed these days when it comes to the Twitch channel, but I got like 8 games going on right now, and I don't got enough days on my schedule.
That is a fandiferous fact.
And you know that the boy's looking for a job right now, so the moment that boy get hired, I might have even less days on stream. So,
shit, nigga.
So, at this time, bro, it's just whatever we feel like continuing, and we continue on stream that day. I'm not gonna hold you. That's where we at right now. But I definitely am going to work to get some of these series playthroughs done for y'all. Because like I said, the next one up is Horizon Zero Dawn. And I've been waiting to play that game for a good couple years now. So, and you already know, once I get that shit done, sooner or later, we definitely going to get Forbidden West. Of course. So if you never saw the Horizon story before, you want to watch through that to get prepared for Forbidden West, or at least understand Forbidden West, because I'm sure a lot of y'all already seen through it, because everybody and their mama on the internet who make content probably finished it by now. Come to the channel, bro. We're gonna be doing it real soon, because that's what's coming up after whichever game gets finished on this channel next, whether it's Watch Dogs Legion or Mafia 3 or a Thief Simulator. Because we definitely throwing that back in there. Which we still got other shit in the tuck too. Because I still got to get Breath in the Wild back on the channel too. Because we got to finish that shit too.
That is indeed a fact.
So let's see what I mean by we got a lot of shit. It's in the mix as far as the Twitch channel is concerned. On top of reactions and just stupid shit of my personality coming out to entertain y'all. It's going crazy over there. And we got shows in the tuck. And we got that background project that I've been talking about. Bro, I'm talking a lot right now. That should tell you about how much content is coming soon. So,
y'all.
Hit the link trees in the description. Y'all know how to do it, man. Because those are the easiest way to get everything us. Instead of we just giving you a whole bunch of links. You hit one link, it takes you everywhere.
Take you everywhere.
It's just one major key. I'm telling you. So you shit that. You fuck with that?
Yuck.
Fuck no,
I'm not fucking with that. Fuck no.
You don't like that?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, the digitaldrip.com. You fuck with
Yikes.
Yeah, you fuck with that Nawson.com. You fuck
what?
Well, that's that throwback Dashy website, bro. Back in the day, dog. Anyway, back on topic. Like I said, hit the link trees in the description, y'all. Hit the link trees. You'll see everything us there. Follow us everywhere. Even myself, I had a random hard talk with myself, and I was like, bro, just start making shit, bro. Fuck.
Facts.
I was like, just start making shit. So that's what I'm about to start doing. I'm gonna start making shit. So there might be a lot of stupid shit that comes out soon. Be prepared for it. Exactly. So be prepared for it. Follow the boy.
I promise you content, and I'm giving you content. Whether you choose to like it, that's on you.
That's correct. So, like Twin said, we got an after show in a little bit over at twitch.tv/juicyjuice_. So if I was you, if you are not following already, go hit the follow button. If you want to go have a pre-hype talk in that chat over there, go ahead. It's a regular occurrence over here in these communities. So do that. So we'll be over there in a few minutes. If not, or if you're watching after the fact, we appreciate y'all taking time out of your lives to listen to what we got to say about life. And yeah, episode 16 of the Braincast, Smartasses with Smart Mouths. We are out.